Hello, greetings, this is Gilles Mortier. I wanted to come and say hello today, to wish you a really good day. I hope you're enjoying this preparation for this full moon. It will be in Sagittarius, so full moons are like 3 days before and 3 days after. It's like a 7 days event, and this full moon will put definitely a new aspect on the way we conceive life, our philosophy, our aspiration. Everything will change as a result of that transformation. And so I'm going to pull out a few cards to see what the angels are wishing to guide us with. Then I'll speak a bit about astrology. I'm going to offer a little exercise if you wish to participate. It's a fun little exercise, and finish with a song. And so we'll pull out 10 cards for it is the Gemini season. Happy birthday to the Gemini, to all Gemini. But it's, in a sense, we all are connected to all the signs. But then there are certain things, we will discuss that afterwards. What is the situation for us is to listen. It's to be able to listen. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we have to listen more than we speak. It is important to listen to what life is telling us, not to take everything, but when we hear something, to filter through our heart to see if it feels good or if it does not feel good. If something does not feel good, do not follow that. If it feels good, it is always wise to follow. It is called following its intuition. What the situation around that is indulgence. It's about being indulgent. It's about indulgence is a bit like wasting time, but it has to be temporary. Therefore, we do not want to be overindulgent. Yes, to want to allow ourselves a little bit of freedom in relationship to the timing of things. If those messages sometimes I feel maybe be reflecting certain aspect of me. Yes, I'm trying to make it as universal as possible. If it resonates with you, please let me know. I hope it does. What we see before us is in our forward in our consciousness is reconciliation. It's the ability to reconnect, to recreate to reassemble, to reconcile all the differences, to find healing and peace and truth and joy and new connection, a new level of connection. What's in our subconscious in the past is action. We've already done all the action. Not that we've done all the action, but most of it has been created already by and now we are the point is success. We are at the point of success. We are harvesting the fruits of the work. Everything may not be visible, but you should feel it already. It is all in the feeling. The more we are able to feel what the success that we are looking for, the faster it will come to manifest for us. And what we see in the near future, what's around the corner, is clairvoyance. It means to be able to see behind the veil, to sensing, to have a higher perspective, to understand that at each moment life can give you personal wisdom, insight. There is all kinds of forces that are here to assist you in developing your clairvoyance, your sense of seeing, to be lucid. The strengths that we possess in this situation, that is us, is purification. We understand that the more pure the more we're able to purify. First, we have to purify the heart. We want our intention to be clear, then we want to purify our mind. We want our thoughts to be clear, and then eventually we want to purify our physical body, which will bring the purification of the physical body, brings the alignment of the emotional body. And so then everything merges into one, and there is a new level of integration. What comes to us from the outside world is hesitation. Maybe it's once we're ready, it is for us to initiate. It's for us to create things. No matter the world may be in pause mode for us, but in many sense you have to trust time. Time will definitely unfold as it should. For now, what's our inner emotion, our hopes and fear, is joy. So that while you wait in joy, then there is no hurry. Once you're in joy, there is no hurry for anything, because joy is self-sufficient. It's self-contained. And the outcome is happiness. So what else can we ask for? Is happiness, is the fulfillment. There's a great deal of potential for very high fulfillment, high level of fulfillment. I wanted you may already know that, or you may already follow that, but I just wanted to recommend to listen sometime to channel messages. There is many channels that propose channel messages. Of course, with all channel messages, we have to use discrimination, but there is a channel that I've been listening to for quite a while. It's been very consistent, and so I thought I'd talk about it. It's called Mario Gatto Aladino. It's an Italian channel, and I do not know him, but he's Mario, the Aladdin cat, Mario Gatto Aladino. And this guy, there is an English channel that I listen to when I have time. I listen to it every day, and all the messages are quite interesting. Of course, there is an Italian channel and an international channel that is where there's so if you have, for instance, if you in Japan, one day every Russian or in Russia, or there is one video a day in French, in English, in Portuguese, in Spanish, and so there is this is the international channel. I thought I talk about it because it is interesting to see to get those inspiration from spirit. There is all kinds of messages that are being canalized, and some people put it together so that they can offer it as in a simple format. I wanted to speak very briefly of astrology. For astrology is a belief system. It is something that opens our consciousness to understand a higher form of energy that can influence our life. And one of the most essential part in astrology is your astral theme. For when we were born, we are imprinted with celestial energy. Those planets imprinted us in a certain way, and then all the motion of the planet are influencing in relationship to that original conditioning of our time of our birth. That's why they said that God takes notice of the way a child is born. Every child is born under certain condition with a certain past, certain karma. For astrology, it's not because your astrology does not determine your destiny. For there was probably thousands of children that were born exactly the same time, same astrology as we are, yet we all have a unique destiny. So those are still understanding that the more we understand astrology, anatomical astrology, the more we understand the filters of perception that we are going through. In this lifetime. And so behind me is an astrological self-portrait. This is like the result of many years of work. For sometimes I elaborate the theme, and it takes a very long time for it to refine and become more sophisticated with time. For this, the first astro paintings I did about all the planets of the solar system and some of the moons were in 1992. But the process have greatly evolved. And in this one, for instance, I did a sketch before I did this one. So I wanted to show, well, this includes about 100 planets 150 planets. So there is some planets that I had that are more. This is the sketch for the next level beyond that one. I'm going to briefly comment on some of those new planets that I have added. But I wanted to offer an exercise is to take a piece of paper. Well, it's better to be a bit larger, but even if you take just a regular piece of paper, and to create your own chart. It's not the same as when you create it than if you just look at it on the screen through a computer. You find. I'm going to put a link to a site that will give you a 1,000 planet where they were on your birth chart. So if you have to register, but you will get the 100 planets where they were. So if you want to include new planets, you can always do that. But at the beginning, you can work with the 15 major planets and a few asteroids that are counted within that. For there are millions of planets in the solar system. But in essence, so you want to work with your ascendant, your sun, your moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, and the nodes, and maybe add the Pallas, Juno, Ceres, Vesta, and Lilith. Those are easily found. Every website now gives you those. So the first thing you do is to take a piece of paper. You make a circle at the center, and you trace those two lines. You create those four spaces. Then once you've done that, you separate you create a line that separates the big space on the corner that goes to the center, and there you write all the symbols of the constellation. You write the symbols of the constellations, and then you can apply your major planet. You can apply, you put your ascendant, you put your major planet, and you realize that there is a lot of constellation where there is great holes. Those are the things we need to work on. We do not have much strength there, but as we unfold and we realize there is many planets, we all have planets in all the constellations, and some of them, so it is good to expand. But so there is two ways to do this drawing, to finish this exercise. Is either you can just do one simple one, but you can also try to do it with the inclusion of all the aspects, the square, the triangle, the conjunctions, well, if you include 100 planets, it's completely impossible because there's too many aspects, and so it would just become like just a black page. But or you can add try to add some new planets following this, going to this website. It's called Astrology Ephemeris, Centaurus Ephemeris, Asteroid Ephemeris, and TNO, Trans-Neptunian Object. And then there is all kinds of planet that we do not know, but there is on the outside of Pluto there is this orb, this huge energy center where there's all kinds of incredible planets that we'll discover later. And once you've created this model, is to see what you want, if you can do like a painting of it. You make a background, and then over the background you create this, and then so you'll have a self-portrait of you. For all your life those planets will be yours. So and then if at any point you feel like the painting is boring, you just make another one, and then you'll see the progression from one generation to the next. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. Let me know if you're going to participate, or or later, or whatever. So it's always, I think it's a good exercise to know a little bit more about astrology. So here, what I've added, I'm gonna discuss very briefly some of the painting, the planets I have added. In Pisces, I have added Amalthea. That's the only one and Osiris. In Taurus, I have added Artemis. I have added Olympia, Heracles, Sphinx. No, Sphinx I had Daphne, Typhon. The planet that Moira, Harmonia, Nymph. So those are the planets I had. Achille, Lucia. From one generation to another, I'm able to add some new planets, but now I have to create logos because they do symbols because they don't yet exist. Then in Cancer, I have the Logos planet. I have the Absolus planet. This planet named Veronica, so I had it in my chart. Then I had it Euronymè, which is the mothers of the Graces, Dionysos, which was another planet for Bacchus, Hestia, another planet for Vesta. I had a Themis, the great goddess of justice, Sophia, the great wisdom, Philosophia, Aphrodite is another planet for Venus. I had it Constantia, Callisto, Pax, Tisiphone, which is a planet we don't want to use. That one is a planet that we might want to get revenge of other people. Medusa, who's like has this beautiful hair. Memoria was another planet for Mnemosyne that I had it also. Karma, the planet Oceania. Angelica, Maria, Euphrosyne, the joy of life. Mnemosyne, I have Hebe and Ambrosia. Ambrosia, the nectars of the god, those were Hebe was the goddess that makes the nectar for the god. There was Leto, Oyo, Prudencia, Eternitas, Hermes, Prudencia, and so those were new planets I had that are not yet in this painting. They will appear in the next level. I'm going to finish with a little song. I thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was interesting, that you will work with your astrology, try to work it out, because when we draw, we integrate in a different way. So you can use different colors, or you can separate. You can add. There is so much that can be done. The sky has no limit. It's a French song about a beautiful. It's beautiful. It's maybe not maybe a bit difficult to say, but I'm going to try it. And it's about one of my favorite cities in the world. It goes like this. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui chantent les rêves qui les hantent au large d'Amsterdam. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui dorment comme des oriflammes le long des berges mornes. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui meurent pleins de bière et de drames aux premières lueurs. Mais dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui naissent dans la chaleur épaisse des langueurs océanes. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui mangent sur des nappes trop blanches des poissons ruisselants. Ils vous montrent des dents à croquer la fortune, à décroisser la lune, à bouffer du hauban. Et ça sent la morue jusque dans le cœur des frites que leurs grosses mains invitent à revenir en plus. Puis se lèvent en riant dans un bruit de tempête, referment leurs braguettes et sortent en rotant. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui dansent en se frottant la panse sur la panse des femmes. Et ils tournent et ils dansent comme des soleils crachés dans le son déchiré d'un accordéon rance. Ils se tordent le cou pour mieux s'entendre rire jusqu'à ce que tout à coup l'accordéon expire. Alors leur geste grave, alors leur regard fier, ils ramènent leur batave jusqu'en pleine lumière. Dans le port d'Amsterdam, il y a des marins qui boivent, et ils boivent et ils reboivent encore, ils boivent à la santé des putains d'Amsterdam, de Hambourg ou d'ailleurs, enfin ils boivent aux dames, qui leur donnent leur joli corps, qui leur donnent leur vertu, pour une pièce en or, et quand ils ont bien bu, ils se plantent le nez au ciel, se mouchent dans les étoiles, et ils pissent comme je pleure sur les femmes infidèles, dans le port d'Amsterdam, dans le port d'Amsterdam. Well, thank you very much. It's a very powerful song. I haven't rehearsed it too much, but I might do it again someday. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Please do not forget to subscribe, to like, and to share if you find this message interesting. I wish you a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste. Thank you.